No actresses available?
Surprised you don't like her. I find you two eerily similar. You both think the world of you. Oddly enough, she really does. You know, you are the absolute poster child for avoidant disorder.
Oh my God.
Not really. Just trying to be a friend here, trying to give you an excuse for rejecting anyone who might have the potential to be crazy about you.
Not anyone, just people who are crazy.
Yeah, see? Textbook.
Okay, let's cut the pillow talk, you two. Ian, you're just fueling the fire.
You need to fire her, Larry.
So much fun. Oh my God. For those of you out there ready to jump into this podcast, you have got a treat in store for you. And even today, right now, we're going to have a lot of fun with the cast and crew here. So let's start around with some introductions. And I guess, is it best you want me to just hop around or I don't know if we're all seeing the exact same screen order. So let's do that. So let's start with you, Lorraine. You want to give us a little bit of background on yourself and say hello to everybody?
Hello, everybody. I am a actress, singer, writer. I've known Don and Susie for 1,000 years, and I'm involved in the part of Portia, who is a hateful gossip monger. And I love her because she's evil.
Fantastic. Thank you and welcome. Hey, my screen shifted a little bit, but let's go to Don next.
Yeah, I'm Don Priest. I am the co-creator of I Love Lucifer. I also, in one of the episodes, play the vampire and about 53,000 other voices that pop in word here and there throughout the episodes. Yeah, I mean, this has just been an experience of a lifetime with people that we love, and can't wait to share it with y'all.
Excellent. Thank you, Don, for putting all this together. Deanna, welcome.
Hi, I am also an actress, singer-songwriter, voiceover artist. I just recently transplanted from Los Angeles to Kansas City, which was my hometown, and I play Echidna, who is sort of a cross between Maleficent meets Cersei from Game of Thrones meets Sharon Stone, Samantha from Sex and the City.
Wow.
And need I say more, she does evil things and loves eating live things. And has been locked in a cave for 3,000 years. So, yeah, she's evil.
Wow. So much fun.
And I've worked with Don and Susie for a long time. They are magnificently talented and wonderful people, and as is the rest of the cast, who I'm meeting some for the first time today. Nice to meet you all.
Wonderful. Yeah. And at some point, we'll let you out of the closet, I promise. So. All right.
That's what they've been telling me for a long time.
All right, Johnny, welcome. What do you want to say about yourself? Let us know. You've been quiet over there.
Well, I'm a professional in the homosexual arts, and my streak of homosexual arts continues as I play the gay makeup artist, the elated gay makeup artist on this program.
Love it. Welcome. All right, my screen is shifted again now as we move it about, so let's hop up to Dawn Marie.
How do I follow that? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
I'm Dawn Marie Ferrara, native New Yorker, actress, dancer, writer. I know, right? You were going to say Kansas City.
I was thinking Australia with that accent, but...
Yeah, it's shocked me too.
I fool everybody. I play Tanya Thompson, movie star, horror B-movie star extraordinaire, and I play sidekick. My sidekick over here, Susie Singer-Carter, having a great time working with her in this new medium over here. And I'm so happy to be here with you guys. I worked with Don and Susie with My Mom and the Girl, and they are amazing to work with.
Thank you.
We agree.
Fantastic. Yes, thank you. Well, Susie, let's just jump right over to you then.
Well, thank you. Hi, everybody. I'm Susie Singer-Carter. I'm Don's cohort in crime and hopefully in some form of creativity. I'm co-creator, and I also play Holly, like Dawn Marie said, and I couldn't imagine playing Holly against anybody else but this amazing woman over here that I adore, who keeps me laughing. If it was, yes, I mean, everyone's so good, and we have been working so hard editing. No, don't ever think that a podcast is easy. But it's been so rewarding, if not just entertaining for ourselves in editing. We've had so much fun editing everybody, so it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you, Michael.
You bet. Well, thank you for having me as to be a part of this, because it's really an amazing team group that you've put together. And speaking of that, let's jump over to Adam. Adam, welcome.
Hi, Michael. Nice to meet you the first time as well. And I play. I'm Adam Levy, and I play the narrator, storyteller, and I am an actor, and I play an actor. And it's great fun to do, and it's wild and crazy and fantastical, and it's just been a blast doing this. And we started out obviously in COVID, and it was a leap of faith, blind leap of faith, and we've all come out of it with a great product, I think.
I would agree with you 100% there. Well, welcome. Thanks so much. Rick, give us your story.
Which one? Rick Larry.
Rick Larry.
That Rick, yes. Rick Singer.
I don't see any other Rick on my screen.
How you doing? First of all, Michael, thank you.
Oh,
Thanks
you're
for
breaking
having
up,
us
Rick.
here. My name is Rick. I know that's something wrong with the connection to this thing. Can you hear me?
Yes,
we can
I
hear you now.
Perfect.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Anyways, Rick Singer here. I play the character named Larry. Larry is the agent/manager. He's almost got as many hyphens as I do at this age already. Very interesting character that I'm enjoying playing thoroughly. I'm enjoying the process of doing the podcast as well. It kind of takes us back to like old radio days, except with a lot more technology involved. Very good writing, very good acting, and if you enjoy listening to stories, whether it's bedtime stories or the news radio or whatever you're into, you're going to get something out of this for yourself. Anyways, really enjoy it. I'm here representing Chicago and California. Since we're naming places we're from. So hello, everybody. Thank you again, Michael, for having us.
You bet. Thanks, Rick. I so appreciate you sharing that. And the other Rick has disappeared. Now, I don't know if he's on audibly, but we've lost him or not, but we'll introduce the other Rick when he comes back. And in the meantime, let's see, what do we want to jump into next? I mean, I'll have to say for myself, listening, hey, I'll admit, I got to listen to all of the episodes so far for the first season, and phenomenal. You guys are amazing. And I love that you mentioned, Rick, that it's kind of like a throwback to the old radio dramas and shows, and in this case, a comedy. But so much fun, and you guys have done an amazing job. You really transport the listener into the space. And so for anybody who's tuning into this right now, you've got to subscribe to this show. It's going to be one of those types of shows that you're going to be telling your friends about. Everybody's going to be sharing it about and loving it. So, please just go out there, subscribe right now. Apple Podcasts, Spotify. It's available pretty much everywhere the podcasts are available. Get on board with it today, because it is going to be one of those shows that takes off, and people are going to be talking about it over the water coolers when we get back to talking over water coolers again, which will hopefully be soon. So we're going to jump into some questions for y'all, and let's we're going to have some. If anybody wants to post a question, or if you're listening in and through StreamYard, through Facebook Live, put your question in there. We'll try to get it to the cast. But right now, let's kick it off with Dawn Marie. I'm wondering, do you think that you and this sassy, outspoken character that you play in I Love Lucifer share any similarities? Let's be honest.
I don't know.
Nah.
This is funny. I read it and I'm like, yeah, hello.
It's almost like it was written for you.
Almost. I don't have anything more to add to that except for yes.
Yes.
I would like to add to that. I would say that the character writes itself, basically. I'm just like a conduit because Dawn Marie is such she's like a party in the box when it comes to and she really is, and it's a delight to write for her voice, and I enjoy it, as it is everybody's, and and as a writer you get to we've had the pleasure of getting to know people over these episodes, since we're just finishing up episode 10, and we get to know their voices and what their nuances are, and it's been so much fun, like writing towards their voice and knowing how they're going to deliver it, and it's so much fun, and Dawn Marie brings in so much to her character. It's phenomenal. You have to watch her.
Well, I will just add one thing. There's a lot of differences because she is just a tornado with people. She doesn't care, but other than that, very outspoken and just free to be me.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, you do it so well, so amazingly well.
Thank you.
We got a question coming in from Sage Kitten. Happy launch day, everyone. I have a question for Adam. Is there a process that you have to get into the headspace of the characters that you play? So what's your process for Nigel, as an example?
So, definitely. There's always a process. And mine is, certainly for Nigel, he's very, he's a little bit further along and possibly more extreme than Adam is. And as I say, I'm playing an actor who is an actor. And so it's very close to me. But obviously Nigel is a complete different kettle of fish. He's much more he's much more I was going to say mature, but he's not really. He's a big kid, and I think we all are as actors anyway. So but certainly if I'm to answer your question, there's Adam and there's the character, and I always try and find out the differences and the similarities and then work with those. And if it requires a lot of research, then I do that. And Nigel didn't require that much research. My kids say that I speak the same language as him most of the time. Okay.
Yes, love it. Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet. Lorraine, have you ever had a bad encounter with a potential Portia?
A potential Portia? Well, since the viewers probably don't know exactly what Portia is, she's like a throwback to the old Hollywood gossip queens, who is always looking for some dirt on the people that she's writing about. She's a information seeker and diva, but she's looking for clickbait. And I guess there was one time I was in a show with a group of women, and I was being interviewed by another woman, and she desperately wanted me to share cat stories, she said. Cat fights. Are there cat fights in the cast? Do the women all bicker at each other? And I kept having to deflect her and say, no, everybody gets along great. It's a wonderful group. But she was just determined. And that's kind of what Portia does. She gets in there and she's a pot stirrer. She's always trying to create problems between Holly and Tanya. And she does, because she's got an evil side. So I guess that's the closest I've gotten. I've never been interviewed by anyone who's quite as evil
nefarious
as Portia. Nefarious, with her undercurrent of dread and evil. So that's
He's nefarious with a heart of gold.
Yeah. Or a heart of coal. We don't know.
Exactly.
That big lump of black coal.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Susie, were there any real-life scream queens that inspired Tanya and Holly's characters? I mean, you've been in the Hollywood scene for a while. Who do you know and that you maybe pulled some of this from?
Nobody.
Nobody?
No, I honestly the inspiration came from a musical that I did called Scream Queens, to be honest, and it was so much fun, and it was about these 8 different Scream Queens from they were all different ages, and some were aging out, some were aging in, and they were all at a convention. And it was a musical, and they were waiting for Roger Corman to show up. And it was so cheesy and delicious and so much fun. And I thought, I love this world, and I love this, I thought it was very fertile. You have a lot of women, and you have a lot of, interesting characters who are the fan base, right? And I thought it would be just a lot of fun to play in there. So that's really the inspiration. Although I did get a good education at the time when I was doing Scream Queens about like Leanna, what was her name, Don? Quigley, Leona Quigley?
Oh, Linnea Quigley.
Linnea Quigley, because we had one night where which inspired one of our scenes in episode 6, I think, where some of the Scream Queen royalty came to see our show, and so that was where that inspiration came from. So it was interesting to be a part of that world because I had never even I now love horror, but I I was getting in. I didn't really know anything other than American Werewolf in London, which I loved that kind of tone, which this hopefully has that tone, and that's what what inspired me.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you for that.
Sure.
And I'm wondering, like, within that realm of American Werewolf in London, you've captured so much of the humor and the nuance, and I would just say you mentioned you didn't really get into it, but you love horror now. I think you got a knack for it. You may have found your niche here, so this is beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sure. Don, do you do all things together outside of the show? So
well, it's interesting. I mean, this was born from COVID. We were sitting around, looking at each other, and Susie, just said, "Hey, I got an idea." And at the time, it sounded real fun and cool, but how the heck? And we said, "Sure, but how the heck are we going to do this?" And it was born from literally doing our first episode on Zoom. Where we actually thought we were going to do it kind of like a live thing where everyone would read. Yeah, that didn't work. But anyway. We've been completely isolated from everybody until very, very recently. I mean, last night we actually delivered some T-shirts to a few people as they came in, and we saw Lorraine, and Lorraine is long time friends with us. We saw Dawn Marie for the first time last night, and there was a cry fest going on between very long and powerful hugs. We have
much needed.
Johnny's downstairs shooting a show in our stage downstairs, and so I saw Johnny for the first time in over a year and a half. Everyone else, I mean, Rick Singer, we are in contact with. He's family, and he's so we've seen some people here and there. We've never met Adam in person, and it's going to be a while till he comes back to the States. Deanna has ran away from us. I haven't seen her in quite a while, but she ran to Kansas City. So we have
so many cast members that even aren't on, right, John?
We have like
David Gazan,
30,
who's in New York.
Yeah, like 30 cast members in this, and so most of them, we certainly haven't seen since we started this, and some of them we've never met in person.
We've never met.
So,
Wow.
Yeah. So it's our dream is to someday just have a big cast
party
together, with as many people who can come. So that's hopefully in the works in the future.
Yeah, you've prompted me to jump off book a little bit. I know we got another question popping up there, but I want to find out, like, what was your casting process when you put together? And it sounds like you did draw from a lot of people that you were connected with and worked with in the past, which happens a lot in the industry, but also with these other people you've never even met before. What was your process for lining up the cast for this?
Should I jump, Don?
Suze, you want to? Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
I'll start. I mean, because it was COVID, we had that advantage that people might be. We thought, not too busy at the time, and we thought, since we're doing it, we have this virtual capability. We thought, well, maybe we can really pull this off. So we put the word out there. We put out casting notices. We talked to cast members, like Dawn Marie brought in a couple, several people that we hadn't met yet from her network, and that we looked at video, we looked at tape, we looked at tape is not right. That's an old word. We looked at reels, and then, like you said, worked with people that we knew, like Rick Adams, who just popped back on. It was a host of a series that we did on CBS.
Wow.
And he was wonderful.
Yeah, and as far as, like we said, we did put out a casting notice, and by the grace of God, Adam happened to see it. and we were, when we heard his his submission, we were floored, and we were like, oh my God, thank you. We have found Nigel. But
I know.
we're all
I
different.
think you found Nigel. There was no acting required, really. I just started to read, but it was a great read, straight up. So I enjoyed that very, very much, and I'll never forget actually that first the beginning of the episode 1 it was the audition, and it was great. It was great. It gets better. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're so
So it was
blessed with
all
all
very
these
good.
actors. Blessed.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks for sharing that, because it was really interesting to me, and hearing all of the different great voices and the great talent that you've put together. So phenomenal. And hey, some good things came out of COVID. This maybe is one of them. So, Johnny, do you think you would enjoy being a makeup artist in real life?
Well, you know what? Because of COVID, I have had to learn how to do my own makeup, which was challenging. It's not just patting it on and hitting yourself with a big powder duster. I've had to watch a lot of YouTube tutorials, but it prepared me to be in character as already very homosexual, and I enjoy how naughty my character is. He's sassy, he's brassy, he's everything, but he's not. The great thing about this character is he has a lot of zingers, and so I could relate to that. But the makeup skills, I certainly am not as talented as he would be to be hired on this movie set, but I've done my very best, because with COVID, we all had to learn how to be our own makeup artists. And let me tell you, I'm good now, okay? I'm much better than I was. I can give my contour. I can give the light coming from within. I mean, yeah. So yes,
Wow.
I am as good as he is in as a makeup artist in real life. In fact, I'm quitting on camera, and I'm only doing makeup arts for the rest of my life. So you can find me on a set making bitchy comments and hitting other people with a powder puff immediately. Hopefully not dying a gruesome death. Spoiler alert.
Yes, right. Oh my God.
Love it.
Johnny.
Oh,
All right, I'm gonna have to say goodbye, guys. I'm about to shoot
Bye,
another
Johnny.
show. I'm
Thank
not
you
doing
for
the
showing
makeup
up.
for.
bye, Johnny.
Everybody,
Thank you,
please
Johnny.
listen to this show. I love horror podcasts, and this one is going to be great. So you guys are in for quite a ride. Thanks to everybody for being here today, and I'm happy to talk to you guys. See ya.
Thanks, Johnny.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Johnny.
Bye, Johnny.
Bye.
See you soon.
All right, Deanna, what can you tell us without too many spoilers about what to expect in season 1?
Well, I have to be very careful about that. I don't want to do any spoilers, but I can tell you to expect the unexpected, expect massive amounts of camp and humor and dysfunction and, love in a very, very dysfunctional, weird way. Expect to be basically listening to a B horror film and old theater, and there's lots of twists and turns and gore and screams, and I really don't want to give too much away because that wouldn't be fair, because it's the production on this is so amazing. Dawn and Susie, amazing job. It's really it's so rich with visuals via audio that it's a beautiful thing. So I would expect, you know how when you first start something, a season, a series, and then it just keeps morphing and keeps getting more and more glue that keeps bringing it together, and it just keeps getting better and better. Expect to have a lot of fun and laughs with this. So it's the kind of thing you should be sitting around with your friends having a drink and listening to, like old time radio
Yeah.
theater. So that's what I would say. Expect a wonderful experience.
Absolutely.
thank you.
You know, I want to jump off book again here real quickly, just to say that because you mentioned something there, Deanna, about the presenting the audio experience. Watching, it's you're listening to a B movie, and that makes one of the big differences here. Is that you have to, through the narration, through the sound effects, really transport the listeners so that they see everything in their mind. And I'm wondering as well then, from the acting perspective, and maybe Adam, direct this question to you, especially as the narrator, how does it change your voicing anything, because you're not getting to do they're not seeing your facial expression, the nuance of moves or any of that. You have to really convey it all in the voice. So how does that play out for you?
I think that Susie and Don will attest to this. They watch me. I put up my script so I can't see myself when I'm actually working, because I like my script in front of me and I don't want to be distracted. And they obviously, some of it's recorded anyway visually, but it is quite extreme, the lengths that one goes to in order to convey an emotion or a thought. And they've sat there and gone, my God, I some of the video footage of you doing this, as is, with most other animation type things or whatever, it all comes into play, I think. And in fact, I think it's liberating, because you're not thinking about how you look. And so you can put everything into that voice and everything into those emotions or those conveyances that you're trying to get across. And it's just a joy to do. Actually, it's liberating, I would say.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. I appreciate
Good
that.
question.
Yeah.
It's such I got to tell you, it's such a joy with all of our actors to watch them work as we're recording. It's a show unto itself.
It really is.
And there's times where, especially with Susie and Dawn Marie, because Dawn Marie cracks Susie up all the time, and so she's literally has her hands buried in her face, and all of a sudden
biting my cheek all the time.
Then you'll see Dawn Marie. You'll see her eye catch the screen as she's reading, and you just see her lose it. And it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun watching everybody work. It's amazing.
Oh, I've had to bite my cheek so much. I have now like a scar there. And Adam cracks me up so much. He's just like I literally, and I forget sometimes that he's put his script up on the screen. So I'm like motioning and laughing and da-da-da, and then I'm like, I forget that he's not even looking at me, but I'm happy he's not, because I'm like cracking up all the time with everybody, Deanna and Lorraine and Rick Singer.
Well,
Rick Adams.
that compilation video you guys put together of us screaming and doing some of our stuff was one of the funniest things I've ever seen, because you aren't watching yourself while you're doing this, and there's a video of you, just making these faces and trying to get the perfect scream. Everybody has some version of that. It's hilarious.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it was funny. Like in that video that you're talking about, the behind the scenes, then one of our actresses who isn't here, who plays a zombie, she was doing her one of her lines, Nicole Evans, who said, and she's so funny. She's eating up this person's body, and Don and I are eating it with her as it's like, when you're putting on the brake when someone's not braking fast enough, we're eating it with her, and we all of a sudden she just stops and looks at us, just can't stop laughing, because she said, you guys have to see your faces, like it's just yeah, so it is a different process than we've ever had to do, but it is certainly fun.
I'm just thinking right there, you guys are going to have I bet the videos could be its own show that everybody would clamor to watch. That's going to be so much fun.
Oh, yeah.
We do have a small, 5-minute behind the scenes that is viewable, so, and if anyone wants to watch that, it's so much fun, and we're going to have so much. We have so much, we have hundreds of hours of material, but and that brings this to just the challenges of what we've been doing. Doing it, recording it this way, it's been a challenge, but it's also added another element that may not have been there if we were just sitting in the studio. So.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing that one. I bet it is a hoot. Dawn Marie, outside of your own character, which of course you're going to love immensely, who is your other favorite, let's say?
Oh my God, that's so hard. That's so hard. I don't know who I could say. Well, of course, everybody. But obviously Holly. But I do want to say one person, Adam. You just kill me. What you do with this character, your talent, just blows me away. And I just listened to all the episodes again, and you just pull me right in. Like, you create these visuals, and then all of a sudden you play my father, and then it's just, you're just so extremely talented. You seriously are, and you blow me away with your talent. So not only as the
Thank
character, but as an actor. And
Thank you.
And
Thank
just
you.
I just want to add one thing also that you said, Adam, with the working, because as an actor on camera, you have all your tricks and things like that. You have your bag of tricks. Working like this, that had to leave. That was a block to working this way, because it doesn't work. Other than behind the scenes stuff, like it didn't work in creating the characters. So you had to find a whole nother way to work without using your facial expressions or behavior, which is the number one way that I like to work. I like to work that way. So working with my voice was at first so frustrating. I mean, listen to me. But then using it as a part of my character, that was so interesting. So I just want to add that layer in there.
Love it. Jason Johnson wants to add on to that, and I'm assuming this question goes for you as well, because it starts with also. What is your favorite episode from season 1, Dawn Marie?
Oh, that's hard. I don't want to give anything away, but I will have to say how Holly and Tanya's relationship developed. And there's towards the ending, there's just this one moment that everybody will experience where my character changes a little bit, enough where she sees Holly and lets her in. I don't want to say that. I don't know what episode that is. Susie, do you remember the one where we kind of like start to come together, to pull apart, to come together, to pull apart?
Yeah. So, there's significantly, probably episode 8, I would say.
8 is,
Yeah.
I mean, that's,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
There's
But
that
there's
one moment
moments,
that I'm
there's
just like,
there's moments,
oh.
yeah.
Yeah, they're
guys.
sprinkled in, but
You guys did such an amazing job putting this together. It's all you guys. We helped,
Not all.
but you
Yeah,
guys
it's all
put
you
it
guys.
together.
Team effort.
Yes, absolutely.
Awesome. So this question is for you, Rick Singer. Your character has a lot of witty one-liners. Do you have a favorite one so far?
I was thinking about that. I'm enjoying what I'm saying
We lost your sound.
We lost your sound.
Larry,
we can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
That is the spoiler alert gods have stepped in and said you're going to have to listen to all episodes to get the witty one-liners.
Okay, I'll say
I
my
think he might be
favorite of
back. I
his.
think he might be
Are
back.
you back,
though.
Rick?
I think I'm back. I think
There
I'm
you go.
Can you guys
There
see
you
me?
Yeah.
We never stopped seeing you, but now we can hear you again.
No.
Ah,
No.
You're right. It's a spoiler, God.
Yeah.
And he's gone.
goodbye,
and there he is.
goodbye, Rick.
I'm just saying, get a laptop.
It wasn't me who ate him.
All right. Well, while we're waiting for some other questions, and by the way, anybody who's listening right now, pop your questions into the chat on Facebook, and we'll get them to the cast if you have one available for us. Please let us know. We're here to serve right now. And in the meantime, I've got another question with both from the writing aspect specifically, I think, and that is, without giving away too much as a spoiler, there is a reference at one point to Jonathan Pryce in a role that you took over. And I would say, Adam, that your voice, you sound a lot like Jonathan Pryce, and I'm wondering if that was written in, like how much of the writing did you develop after knowing the characters and who was playing what? How did that shift and come into the writing and scripting for the future episodes?
Suze?
Well, Adam, like Adam said, it was kind of it was a match made in heaven, because this character of Nigel is based on someone that I know that very, very well, who is an actor, lovey, as they say in Britain. And I had I had no idea if anybody would be able, and I wanted other people to bring their selves to it. But my God, Adam just brought, he was like, he fit like a shoe. It was Cinderella. It was just incredible. But that, as I said in the beginning, as I got to hear more of Adam's, his own idiosyncrasies or whatever, in a delicious idiosyncrasies, I wrote towards those, because I can hear how he speaks, and I could hear what would fit him well, and I love it. It's so much fun. I laugh when I'm writing it, because I can just hear him with his wonderful expressions. He's so expressive. He's so, my God, incredible. Yeah, we just have so much fun, and yeah. So and I think I got to and wait. I'll amend that by saying, yes, I started adding many more names, like Jonathan Pryce and other ones that I did, because I knew that Adam would get it. And if he didn't, he'd look it up and Google it and figure it out, and God bless him, because we've given him the worst dialogue that no actor should ever have to say.
Like ever.
Right? Like every episode has like so many like hard,
and it gets worse and worse every episode.
Yeah.
I know, it's like,
just keep piling it on.
Sort of, yeah, more and more. It was great fun though. It was a discovery to me, to a lot of these phrases and words, and also there's a lot of, because your knowledge, Susie, of the British theatre, and that history that you have obviously had with it, with the person that comes out. And then, for me, I do, some of my favorite bits actually are advertising LA and talking about the LA landscape and stuff like that, which is just a gift. It's brilliant. And it's very, because I reside in LA, now, and that's where it's my home. And just to go through everything from obviously the Walk of Fame to the Hollywood sign and Griffith Park, and they were a joy to record all those sort of advertisements, if you like, within the drama. It just adds a color to it that I really enjoyed. Never mind the Britishness of it, which is great. Yeah. But having a Brit do the LA stuff it's been really good fun. Hard work, but good fun.
Yeah.
Indeed.
That segues perfectly into this next question from Madeline Rose Carter. The show combines horror and humor, but also is a beautiful homage to the Hollywood world itself. So can you speak a bit about how you weave in this element? She says she can't help but think there's a metaphor in there between horror, demons, and the scary world of Hollywood. Go figure. Do you find it cathartic to sort of take control of the Hollywood script and flip it, so to speak, by giving the B-movie babes some power and agency?
Yes. I mean, first of all, I want to congratulate Madeline on writing a question that covers up the entire screen. But absolutely, I mean, it is a theme throughout the entire, not only from from every part of Hollywood, not only the actors, but the agents, the managers, the producers. There is a direct correlation between demons and Hollywood throughout. It cannot be helped, and it makes it.
Yeah.
And yeah, Suze, go.
I was going to say, and in terms of a theme, this is definitely, we have, it's a balanced cast, but it's definitely female driven, since with Tanya and Holly, and that is their goal, and they will achieve their agency within this world, and and they will band together, as we hope other women in our industry will band together. It's a meme at the moment, and it has yet to actually materialize the way I hope, and most other women in the industry hope. So I hope that we're just a little bit of support for that, because it's so important for women to support other women and not treat each other like rivals. And that's how we start on this, as rivals. And you know, that doesn't work. That doesn't work for us. It doesn't help us progress and move forward and succeed. So yes, the answer is yes.
Yes.
Definitively.
Definitively yes.
All right, we got another question from Jason Johnson coming in. Susie and Don, what inspired you both to create this show?
Well, I think Susie mentioned that earlier. It was her experience doing the live stage play called Scream Queens, and that kind of was the spark of the idea. And you know,
I would like to put a shout out to Scott Martin, who actually wrote it and also did all the music, which was incredibly fun, cheesy, incredible music. That really such a fun show to be a part of. And he actually gave us, and I think it's episode 6, he gave us the rights to recreate a bit of that and use their theme song, Scream Queens, which is just so much fun. We got to
in our very special musical episode. Yeah.
But Jason, to tell you, it really was that and then my ex-husband, who used to be on Babylon 5, and I got to see that, you know, the whole sci-fi horror gaming Scream Queen community that was so colorful and fertile with you know, just, and voracious. And I just thought, wow, this is such a fun sandbox to play in.
Yeah.
So that was really the inspiration.
Can we sneak in Rick's answer now, if we can hear him? Or?
Yes, Rick. Let's see if we can hear you.
Nope.
No volume.
Larry!
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
We can hear you now.
Hello, everyone. Well, I don't even remember what my train of thought was anymore because they're so fleeting. But I was saying, you kind of mentioned it earlier, Michael, about the political correctness, which I think we have wonderfully sort of avoided here a little bit. Larry is kind of like politically incorrect on steroids. And then, again, giving voice to certain characters the way Susie and Don did. It was very funny because I recorded a couple episodes with them in the office there, and I couldn't figure out why they were laughing the way I was talking or saying things the way I normally would, until I realized they did that.
Oh my God!
Oh my
Such a tease. And what?
You know, Rick's over there. When he gets to the juicy parties, goes, "I'm just going to hit end and jump out of the call." He's just messing with us.
Leave us wanting more. My God.
It's something about Malibu.
Oh, there he is.
He's back. He's back.
I am selling all my fucking stock in StreamYard. I'll tell you that right now.
I don't think.
Whatever the fuck I own in this company is out.
I think it's your Wi-Fi, sir. I think it's your Wi-Fi.
It's standing next to my fucking router.
It's Malibu.
It's Malibu.
It's
Malibu.
Yeah.
Speaking of Larry, that's Larry. Let me get my fucking words out. So, Larry could say in one episode, your tits look fucking great, and then the next second look over to Rich and go, you fucking ingrate. Your mother should have aborted you. That's Larry. They're politically correct about the guy, and that's the way it's written. You guys want to hear some language that you're going to laugh your balls off? Listen to the podcast. I'm not holding back anymore, okay? You guys can be politically correct all you want. StreamYard, you fucking suck. Stop acting like you. All right? This is bullshit. Okay? Hey, you guys want him? You just seeing a guy lose his mind on StreamYard, that's fine. You want to lose your mind and have a good time? Turn on I fucking Love Lucifer if you want to have some kids. And I sure as fuck hope you can swear on this thing.
Oh my God.
I hope you can swear on this, that there are no censors, because that's the way of the podcast.
Oh my God.
Did I get my words out? Did you guys listen to me?
We heard you this time.
Yeah, we got you,
Yeah.
Larry. Yeah, we got you.
Channeling Sam Kinison over there.
And there he goes
And he's
again.
out.
And he's off.
Oh, man, I love it. Okay, hey, we got another one popped up here. Joey Singer Woolman. I love podcasts, and I'm already loving the show, but part of me really wants to see what these characters actually look like in action, especially Holly and Tanya. Do you envision any future plans for this outside of the podcast arena?
Yes.
Easy answer.
You're answering like me.
Absolutely.
You're answering like me. Yes.
Yes. This is thank you for the question, Joey. We absolutely would love to bring this to other platforms where you could actually see us. And we don't have to rely only on our voices, and Dawn Marie can bring out her bag of tricks, as she said, and we can actually, have some subtle moments. It's hard to have some subtle moments. We have to use, we have had to figure out how to use music or sound effects to make an emotion.
And you
so
actually were able to create a montage on a freaking podcast.
we are the first. I think
have
we
a
might be the
montage.
very first to produce an audio mirror montage.
Where can you
amazing.
see that? Where can you see it?
You can see that, I think, in episode.
You can hear it. You can't
Yeah,
see
you
it.
can hear it. You can't see it. It's in the episodes.
Oh
so-
no, we're at the backstage. The backstage.
Oh no,
The
no.
video that you created with the backstage.
That back behind the scenes. Yeah.
Yeah. No, we didn't. It's really created. That was all editing.
But
Because
no,
it was,
she said she wanted to know where people can see that, the behind the scenes.
the behind the
for when-
scenes. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Cool. Check
Is
that out on
anybody
YouTube.
else noticing how coincidental some of these questioners have similar names as us?
No.
Is there a Larry?
Don.
Is there a Larry out there?
Can he cut out? Can he just cut out accidentally on purpose? Like,
All right, we had a request come in from a Larry out there that he wants a freaking T-shirt. So we need to give away some T-shirts.
Let's do it.
Yes.
So we want to do this. We're going to randomly select 3 of our viewers to receive an I Love Lucifer shirt. You see Dawn Marie's holding one up there for us to see. Oh, there we go. We have the whole screen of them now. Those look absolutely stunning.
And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of different ones. Yeah.
Awesome. So we're going to give those away right now. And I think what we'll do is we'll have the winners' names pop up in the chat, and we'll announce them here. And then what we're going to need you to do, if your name is announced as a winner, you're going to need to get us a direct message, DM us somehow through Facebook or whatever platform it is that you're listening on, so that we know how to get it to you, so that we can be in connection on that. So, all right, let's see who our first winner is. Jason Johnson. All right, Jason. Yay.
Yay,
Yes.
double J. Yay, double
And
J.
oh my goodness, Yaneli Guevara. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Yaneli Guevara. And Gia M. Those are our 3 winners. So congratulations. You
I
get
wanna
a
say-
free T-shirt.
these T-shirts fit so well, and they feel great. Susie.
Yes.
They just
Yeah, I'm
feel
wearing
so
one.
comfortable.
Ta-da.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wait
Yes,
a minute.
yes,
You
yes.
guys got T-shirts?
Oh, you're getting one. Don't worry.
Everybody gets a
You have my
T-shirt.
size?
You get a T-shirt. You get a T-shirt. You get a T-shirt. Everybody gets a T-shirt.
I'm wearing
they-
the I Love Lucifer underwear. They're my favorite.
Nice.
That I thought, did I get the right size for you, Michael?
You
I
did.
hope.
Thank you.
Good.
Wait a minute.
Fits like a
Just
glove.
keep that
Got
our little
T-shirts. I don't
secret.
recall getting one.
You will.
It's coming.
on its way.
Coming.
It's on its way.
And also the winners of the T-shirt, Jason, and who else is it? And
Gia
Gia.
and Yanel, yeah.
You
And
can,
Gia,
you're gonna get
yeah.
to pick out your own. So don't worry if you don't like tank tops or
You can picture
underwear or whatever. You can
what it
pick your own.
says, the color, the type of T-shirt, the size, all those good things. So
You want
And
a
we let you
Porsche
take
one.
Yeah. Who
I
wouldn't want
think
a
they
Porsche
want
one?
vampire.
Does everybody know where to watch?
Well, that's the thing. I was
Dawn
going to say, what
Marie,
we
Dawn
want to be
Marie.
sure now is to let people know that you really want to
you
go
doing?
check out the show, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. If you have a favorite player already, an app on your phone that you like to listen, use that. But do us a favor. If you can, even if you like some of these other players and apps, even if you like Spotify, go to Apple Podcasts, because Apple has a place for you to actually give us a rating and a review. We would really appreciate it if you give us a 5-star rating, and if you would write your little review of the show in there. That'll really help it for other listeners to learn about the show and the value of it. And then also share it with your friends. I mean, this is one of the things in the podcasting space. They say one of the best methods of advertising and growing an audience is through word of mouth. So, hey, check out the show. We know you're going to love it.
And
once
follow.
you've listened and you fall in love with it.
Subscribe. Yeah.
Yes, subscribe and share it with your friends. Please, just tell them about it. Tell everybody to listen. It's going to be a load of fun.
And do remember when you're looking for it, it's I Love Lucifer, the podcast. It's really important that you add the podcast.
The podcast.
Yeah.
There's another one called I Love Lucifer out there, but it's not
totally
ours.
different. Yeah,
Totally
it's not
different
us.
thing.
So if
There
you're not
is?
hearing a radio type play, that's not us.
It's a different
It's a guy
Lucifer.
talking, and he has like kind of spooky music, and I don't really know, but it's we just found that out. But good.
All right.
Yeah, we can
And
all
maybe,
live in
and
the
maybe his
space.
is good too.
Yeah, and
No,
you'll probably
sure is.
recognize the logo. I mean, this, the distinctive logo for this particular show with the Scream Queens on there. Yes, so
Yeah.
check it out. So be sure to listen.
I want to do a
and
shout out
again,
to Sebastian, too, who plays
Yes.
Shig, who is our fanboy,
Aw.
who's just
Yeah.
actually 14 years old and is just, he is amazing. Besides being a phenomenal dancer, he's been on
Yeah.
all, so you
A lot of
think
the
you can
competition
dance
shows
and
and- yeah.
He's
competition
done all the
shows.
competition shows. Yeah.
He's phenomenal. Check him out. How do you spell his
So
last
fun
name
as
again,
shig.
Don?
Jozuka.
It's
Jozuka.
just
Jozuka. Yeah.
Jozuka. And
Yeah.
he's wonderful. He's done such an incredible job, and he's really grown into his role. It's such a darling role and kind of creepy
And we were just
at the same time.
we were hoping to finish the season before his voice changed. So I think we're
Yeah, so that's why we're in a big hurry.
Yeah. So here's the thing too. So if you go to the show to find it in Apple Podcast, if you go in Spotify or whatever, you're only going to see, we've got the teaser there, which is really fun as well. Definitely give that a listen. It'll give you little hints of what's to come. And then episode 1, and then Don, if I'm correct in this, we're going to be releasing these weekly.
every Wednesday we'll be releasing a new episode. There will be 10 in all. And and as you go, I mean, it really evolves. Let it marinate and keep listening, because they really just keep getting better and better and better.
There's character development that really is worth it. You start getting sucked into it. And I don't like horror at all. I'm the person that I can't watch Freddy Krueger. I can't watch any of that stuff.
Me too.
But really, Susie and Don, you too, Lorraine?
Yeah.
No,
Who else
me.
said that?
No,
Deanna.
that was
Deanna.
Deanna.
Yeah, I can't.
But I don't
I
either.
can't watch it. I can't watch it. But Susie and Don, you guys bring heart to horror. That it's watchable and it's
That's a
scary,
great
but
buzz line.
not, yeah.
Bringing heart to horror. That's a good
Horror.
buzz line.
Yes.
One episode at a time.
Feel free to review us and use that.
Yeah, there you go.
We bring the heart to horror.
Bringing the heart to horror.
I love
That's
it.
right.
Well, we're coming to the end of our time together for this live stream. I just want to put it out to the cast and crew. Is there anything else you would like to leave our new audience with? Because I'm telling you, this show is going to take off. You're going to have a great audience. And I'm sure a lot of the people, the raging fans, are listening right now, and they're going to become fans if they're not already. So what would you like to leave them with?
Don? Anything?
Well,
Don't
I
be
just,
scared.
be
Don't be scared to check us out.
No,
scared.
be
Be
scared.
scared.
Be very, very
No,
scared.
the one thing is that I think we've really created something that is so different from anything else that's out there, and it's just fun, and it's just fun to listen to, and the episodes are anywhere between 17 to 30 minutes, so it's not a huge time suck, and everyone's back in their cars again, so it's a great time to listen. but it's just, we really just want to share this. We love our cast so much, and they bring so much to it, and it would be a shame if people didn't hear what they're doing. So please listen, please share it, and we're excited to hear what you think about us.
Yeah, we'd love to hear what you think about it. And it really is, it's just a fun romp. It's fun. And it's the whole reference to Lucifer is really nothing religious in any way, shape, or form.
No.
It's really about, it is it's got a Hollywood thread, and
It's fun monsters.
Yeah.
Fun demons.
Yeah.
And Lucifer's the dog's name. So, oops, was that a spoiler?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, Lucy. Yeah, Lucy.
Lucy.
But no, it is
Yeah.
really done with just fun and not, it's not serious, and the demons are fun,
Yeah.
So.
Well,
It comes
Ricky,
down-
I want to say. Oh, I was going to
It
say.
comes. Well, I was just gonna say it comes down to this: don't be an ingrate, do be a listener, right?
There you go. Yeah, thanks, Lair.
Well, it's like Larry says, he goes, he will say in one of the episodes, you can't write this shit. So,
Can't write this shit.
Yeah.
Well, you can. Hello,
You can.
John.
And you guys did. You guys actually
You did write it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank
All
you
right.
so much,
Michael,
everybody,
thank
for
you
showing
so
up.
much, Michael.
Michael,
Thank you, Michael.
Don
Thank you,
and
Dad.
Susie for creating
Michael,
this
thank you
amazing
so
show.
much.
Yeah, thank you,
Absolute
Michael.
pleasure. Absolute pleasure. It's been an honor to be hosting this today. Adam, you're muted if you did want to say anything there as we sign off here.
I concur.
Yes.
Adam, thank you so much for popping on all the way
It's a pleasure.
From Cardiff.
north of the UK,
Cardiff.
and
Yeah.
Lorraine and Don, my partner in crime, and Dawn Marie and Rick Singer, and Deanna Hurst and Johnny McGovern, who's gone, and Rick Adams, who never got to say a
Never
word,
got on.
and you
No.
missed him. He's so funny.
And he's so great. He's so
He's
great.
lovely. He
Yeah.
plays Ian, and
Character's
he's
amazing.
wonderful. And Michael Neely, thank you so much. He is a podcast guru. If you want to know anything about podcasting, this is the man to check out. Go to his website.
Aw.
He is phenomenal. I met him on Clubhouse. He is the real deal. He invited, he said, if you have any questions, set a time with me. I will give you whatever I can. And he did. And he gave me more than I ever expected. Thank you so much.
Thank
we
you, Michael.
appreciate it.
Yes,
you made this
thank
go
you.
so well.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
absolute
Yeah.
pleasure. Such an honor to meet you all. Thank you. And everybody go right now. Don't wait.
Yes,
Apple
do it.
Podcast, Spotify, subscribe, listen. You're going to love it.
Love Lucifer, the
Review.
podcast.
Bye, everybody. Bye.
Ciao.